LUCCI call my name. The rap game will never change.
Yo, your boy Switch List, the one and only. Who Got Fire Cypher 2024, Keep the Flame Lit Part 2. I did the first one last year, 2023, but yo, I got the whole gang here with me, you feel me? So yeah, we got it. Everybody's been on the YouTube channel. Who Got Fire?
Yeah, you feel me?
Get it going.
Hey. Shout out Who Got Fire. Shout out One World.
Hey,
shout out my boy Nasty. P World.
Yeah.
I'm mentally unstable. Call me Bruce Banner. Head so big, I pound it like a hammer. I only hit it once, now I got her with a planner. Flicking her body in her click cake batter. Like a fat kid ate her ass off a platter. Hit that shit so good, got her brain scattered. So over here, having all her friends just gather. Warning them that my head game's a hazard. Bars for days, 16 digits my way. Like my credit card, I swipe away. Names Dirty Gus, 16 arms to play. Moving that key kinda twice the way. Twice the way, twice the way. Now I want you to divide it by 8. Can you tell me how many 8s? I can make 40 if I'm pitching the play. Pitching the play? Pitching the play. Yeah, K-Dub is the type to get paid. I'm a real man, a man of many trades. I believe that fortune favors the play. Better listen up and get out the way. Throw you on a skillet, make you a fillet. Showing off my skills, putting you on display. Look at one bitch, I think her name was Renee.
Hey, my boy K-Dub. Hey, we got my boy Buddha 408. You feel me? Hey. Hey.
Who got the fire? Like a baby with 2 sticks. I'm like, oh shit. Someone set the fire up, turn it to a flame quick. Who got that fire? One flick. We light this bitch up like a pig. Who got that fire tree? Enlighten me. Tell me who got that fire? 16. I need a seal 16. That's that lead. Sip it till it fuck up my spleen. I'm living up my purple dream. I'm either win or lose or win. There's no in between. Bitch, I hit jackpot every time I pop up on the scene. Money got me dancing. Yo, Max got cheering on his team. Who got fire? Oh, I know. Figures why the rich put me on the beat. Running excited that it's like a super sweet 16. The way I'm coming in the way, I might just add another 8. Just for fun, that adds up to 24. That's how many hours I be working in a day. Yeah, I be getting money. Yeah, I be getting on my popularity. Say something. What you say? That's the game.
Hey.
That's the game.
Shout out to my boy Buddha 408. Hey, my boy Cash Mark from Richmond, California.
East Trippin' Lobster, monster my posture. Richmond, California rep, I walk the weapon. Get your monster. I'm the one that leads you through life, no play. I cut the bullshit like a knife, but in real life I really put something in your life. Poke you full of hoes, I'm Pokemon. I'm pushing on the hoes, I'm a Pokemon. Don't get knocked off cause I'm Pokemon. The way my team move in real life, and baby she know the deal. I'm here to drill, stealing your wife. Should we do a drill on your life? See I always keep my tool, that's 5 to 9 shit. Richmond Cali, you can find me off Teddy Duggan, running off something, or you can find me in a whole nother city with something to do. For show sticky, rolling up something with something with me. No pump fake, we sitting pretty. You already know the whole bitch with me. Start your head off pretty quickly. Take you for everything that you's a victim. For me, it's fairly strictly. I'm laid back and cool, but fuck up, shit be real sticky. Don't play with my intelligence or my chips. And when it comes to my business, watch your lips. Other than that, we running up this bag. That's my dog, we all in. No need for looking sad. We got the best of everything. 4 whips, exotic bread, stuff them hoes, big white clothes. The type of shit that don't fold. And you already know we serving when we out on the road.
You feel me? Cash Worm. And my boy Young Space from Fresno. Hey, his voice was auto-tuned, but it's
Young
good.
Space in this motherfucker.
It's auto-tuned. But hey, shout out to my boy Space.
Gassing, stepping on the gas, doing 160 on the dash. I'm from a place where they don't play. Pull up at your place, broad day where you lay. Where they gun play at, where the suckers at. I'm so posted in the trap trying to get my money back. Hey lil' mama from the back just to write this track. Running shit in my city like I'm running laps. Make lil' mama tap out and relapse. When I pull the stack out, she gonna come back out around again like a boomerang. You can't really hang with the gang where I'm at. And fuck a fake friend on some raps. That's why she wanna stay with me because it's safer over here. Fucking with me, I'ma leave them me to see. These dudes ain't who they claim to be. Stay in your A game, stuck up in the game. Shit's not cool, might as well fall back. Because me, my team in this thing. Make this girl body sing and she can't really hang. But it's all in the game like dang, where the suckers at? Make them run away like that. Had to walk them down the block, cause it gets so hot outside like the summer. And you know we bring the thunder. In the summertime, it's on my time to shine. Just ask Rich where to find that fire.
Hey, shout out to my boy Young Space. Hey, my boy Devin the Chief right here from Manteca, California. Devin the Chief.
Who got fire? I do. Love. Whatever you want to, I hope you're doing great. Baby, I'm 200 in the safe. Always know your place, don't ever move afraid. You're really all alone in these streets like a stray. She gon' make it shake, a couple bandages. Shawty on the shit, that's what my advantage is. Your boyfriend only flex, only when his Texas hit. I gotta play a price, but I'm texting for this hit. Man with the PD, got that shit, that re-rock type shit, straight knock type shit. Switching my line, said he need another hit. Big dog in my city, but a puppy with the lips though. I got kicks like I'm messy. Hoes been messy, hoes done stress me out. Demons in my body, I can't let them out. Cause shit, if I did it, burn the whole crowd. I be out here tryna live life to the fullest. Tryna live this life, saying fuck the bullshit. But the bullshit comes to me. One thing that I learned is jail ain't cheap.
Hey, shout out to my boy Devin the Chief, y'all. Hey, my boy Filthy from Stockton, California.
We gon' do it live.
Hey, my boy Filthy right here. Yeah.
Hey, I hit the pedal to the floor, steady. Snatch him off on a pig, leave his ass naked. Got some good dope, and letting off a bad break. Race, let it go, but I love it. Always got my ear, bitch, keep a ghost on me. Something try to step, bitch, I'll leave you close on me. I'll make you lean with it, come get a dose. You just a bitch, want my sucker when I'm in a coach. I'm trying to get it, so the money stay pouring in. I'm going up like the doors on the DeLorean. Speaking plays on you pussies like I'm scorpion. Trying to cross and get a secret sign on the leg. Flawless victory, brutality, bitch, more than combat. I have you stinking in the guts like a pop sack. But I ain't playing no games, this ain't a Nintendo. It's that 14-letter game, which I'm been on. And I've been on, so talking like you live, bro. I've been putting it in since a little, bro. I walked for a bit, but I'm back now. I'm sorry, nothing but the ball is back down. I've been on, so talking like you live, bro. I've been putting it in since a little, bro. I walked for a bit, but I'm back now. I'm sorry, nothing but the ball is stop down.
Hey, shout out to, hey, E-Gas about to come up right now. My boy E-Gas right now, right here.
I'm on the bars like a pedal.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm on the bars, I'm sounding like a peddler. Think I'm wireless, pussy nigga, I ain't settling. Been a hot, so I be popping just like some kettling. I'm a gentleman, so I get the door and I let her in. She giving me the dope, she serving like the middleman. She wanna dose with me, it sound like some real medicine. Cause I'm fresher than infamous. I got no Thomas Edison, been on the blues, sound like the Benjamins. Got a chapter in my life and I'm my testament. Who sends with no shoes, I cut them off, we never met. Let the drugs come between us, nigga, that's just a test. Making moves like a game of chess, that's a bet. When she look at me, she gonna lift up her dress. She want my bone, that she gonna play fetch. Gotta beat her best in, nigga, that's a bleeding flesh. That was your girl, all I know was your ex. She gon' dig it, sound like a cheddar chest. Tryna look for love, you need a mad quest. I know I'ma play the game, I'ma get it how I know switch lanes in the paint.
Alright, here I go, right now, yo.
All in California, air down dance. My feet can't fuck with me. I'm gonna blast you with the heat, with the fire out of my mouth like a motherfucking dragon. I'm in the mood for you, you better let go, my ego. I can't go bricks to Legos, my name is Rango. Come on the wild, wild west, my boots ready to ride. The only hoes in your chest, nigga bird dance. My money in the back, straight to the press, you know the rest. I'm
I sleep with the fishes. Damn it, I hate doing dishes. I hate fake bitches. Only after the wishes, but my name is Aladdin. Call me a thief at night. Call me savage at Fortnite. All I hear is bark, but no bite. You ready to fight? Call me the break right. All this is winning tonight. I'm in the army now. Call me the strike with the laser light. I'm high as fuck. My eyes are bloodshot red. I'm eating dead. Got your bitch, give me head. I get my money. What's so fucking funny? You look at bunny. I'm high. Get going. All freestyle to tell them I don't call me king. Get my throne. Just stay on me. Going home. You can't lie with that shit. Fuck it. I will never quit. I'm the realest MC. Ladies will never be. I got zombies all around me. Keep ready to spit flame. Yeah, it's fucking lame. Don't make me rearrange the frames. If you're the one to blame, don't fuck up the game. Tonight in the brain. I'm going insane in the membrane. What the fuck you rapping about? That shit ain't real. I'm going in for kill. Shit out the cyber still. I'm bulletproof like Luke Cage. I'm ready to rage. I'm ready to spin flames on stage. You and me and I on the same page. No, we got one shot room. Hip hop. I can't stop. No one's cool. You're a fucking robot. Who's on fire? California fire. Fucking ain't lying. I'm fire. Fuck COVID-19. I'm out there with the floor. I need a little bit of fucking glue. What it do? Give a shot. You knock you down and take you through. Don't make us leave black and blue.
Yeah, you feel me? Hey, switch words at the end. Hey, I had to add my part at the end of that, you feel me? So yeah, on the Who Got Fired Cypher part 2 for 2024 last year, that's the one I just was slapping for y'all. And then the first one for 2023 is out too with 5 artists. And then this year, I just shot the third Who Got Fired Cypher with my boys T-Roy, Mobby Mac, and E-Gas, of course. E-Gas has basically been on all 3, you feel me? So he was on the first one with my boy Kai Vibes, Lord Nisi, J Row, and my boy White Out Pack, so that's M5 right there. And then of course this one was with K-Dub, Buddha, Young Space, Cash Worm, Filthy, E-Gas, Devin the Chief, and me, of course. That's the second one. Like I said again, with the third one was T-Roy, Mobby Mac, and E-Gas, Del Fetty, my boy Chino Waves. That was for the Kraken beat. And then right here for the Trash Spit beat, we had Nathan Nice, my boy Deep Sea, Doe the Unknown, Kenneth Levert, and Kai Vibes. So all those ciphers are out right now, you feel me, for season, basically, well, right now we're on season 15, you feel me? So I'm at like 15 episodes, well, 15 seasons, I should say. And then today would be episode 77, so I'm sitting at 77 episodes as of today. And then next Saturday, I'm going to do episode 78 with my boy Casper the Loke from Modesto, California. You guys can check that out on May 17th, next Saturday. You feel me? So I'm making out all these episodes one by one of 2025, you feel me? So let's get it going, you know what I mean? Who Got Fired? I've been out since 2018, and we're already in 2025 now. Simple as that, you know? And shout out to my boy, Drew Dollars. Of course, young Drew. He's actually from Vallejo, California. I'm always thinking Santa Rosa or Vallejo, but of course, Drew Dollars, if you look up the song called Mafioso with Mac Dre, he's like the second verse on that track with Drew Dollars. Well, Drew Dollars, of course, with Mac Dre, filming on that track. So basically, like, Mac Dre, well, Drew Dollars, he basically came up with the Who Got Fired movement, you know? So we've been out, well, the Who Got Fired movement, but basically started where I was going to these shows called Cali Festival out here in Tracy, California. Basically, like, it was like an all-day music festival, right? So, like, they had so many artists. Like, I was helping artists lock in for the shows for them to come and perform. And, you know what I'm saying? It took on from there. And then they had the Who Got Fired booth over there. And then that's how I linked up with Drew, and it all took on from there. You know what I mean? You guys already know the rest. We actually had the Who Got Fired Instagram page up and running. But my boy Drew, he took it down for some reason, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? That was his reasons and whatnot. And then he also had the Who Got Fired website too up and running, you know what I mean? So right now, that's the history on Who Got Fired. And like I said, episode 77 as of today. And like I said, all 3 of the ciphers are out right now. You guys can check it out all on my YouTube channel. And there's so many episodes with a lot of artists. I really gave a chance to where each artist on this channel to really get a voice of their voice to be heard of really what, you know what I'm saying, what their music's about. You know what I mean? And basically showcase a lot of people, you know. Like I said, I've been doing it all, you feel me? So let's get into it. So yeah, that's a little history lesson on Who Got Fired, and then all the stuff I've been doing, you feel me, for the past, you know, few years now already and whatnot. So we're just going to the magazines real quick, and I'm gonna go to the t-shirts right now, you feel me? So let me put the mic down for real quick. So shout out to my let's shout out to Go There magazine real quick. You guys can check out this magazine. It's RP the Jacka on it, you feel me? Go There magazine is a good magazine to look at. A lot of showcase, a lot of artists. Back in the day, I used to collect Double XL and Source magazine, of course. You know what I'm saying? I was a really hip hop head on that. I still got my old school Double XL and Source, but Double XL is still out, of course. You know what I mean? But I have all the original issues back then. But Go There magazine is a good article or stuff you guys can check out. A lot of artists. The Jack is on this one. So that's Go There Magazine. And then we got All Bay Music right here with Burner on the cover. So Cookies, Burner, you feel me? It's a good magazine too, All Bay Music. There's a lot of upcoming artists in this magazine too as well. So basically, like, this is the article of Burner, and a lot of show and approve with a lot of artists and stuff in here you guys can check out, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, my boy, the one who gave me this magazine was my boy, Big Mac Beezy. He's right here, this is his article. He's the one who gave me this magazine, so he's in this magazine as well. And then, last but not least, I'm always shouting this on every episode, but yeah, shout out to All Bay Music and shout out to Go There. But every episode I shout out my boy Caesar from One Roll Magazine. You guys really got to tap in with him. I'm actually in this magazine that I'm holding right now, the Who Got Fired Cypher Part 2 that's up right now that I just put out. My boy Caesar put the Who Got Fired Cypher in this magazine. So we got Lewis Russell on the cover of this one. So, like, of course, you guys can check it out, Lewis Russell right here. But I'm going to go to the page real quick, where I'm at. See, boom, right here. See? You see it? Yep. So Switch Rich article, you guys can read about me. And I got to scan the QR code, the link to the YouTube video that I just played or whatnot. You guys can go to that. And then I got, of course, K-Dub, Cashworm, Young Space, Filthy Phil, Devin the Chief, and then we got Buddha 408, and then we got EGAS, of course. You feel me? So, and it goes straight to the QR code goes to my Instagram, and you got QR code goes to my YouTube, so you guys can scan that too as well. But a lot of artists basically put their articles and, you know what I'm saying, like their albums and stuff, and what albums they got to drop. So basically, all these albums right here are all categorized, and then it goes to QR code, and people can go like basically to your Spotify and slap your album. You feel me? But shout out to my boy Caesar. Like I said again, I've been dealing with him since 2017. You know what I mean? So shout out to Caesar. Shout out to All Bay Music, and shout out to Go There. Let's go into the t-shirts real quick too. Last but not least, we got my boy Kid Versace, Kingless Kingdom. He's on episode 2 from Mob TV season 1 when I first started the channel. So shout out to my boy Kid Versace right here. You feel me? Let me go real quick to put those shirts over there. And then we got today's openers are tomorrow's headliners. It's the slogan for Who Got Fired, you feel me, for Mob TV. Today's openers are tomorrow's headliners. And then we got the Who Got Fired t-shirt with the logo right here. Of course, I got this a while back. I'm about to get some more made of these pretty soon. I actually got different styles of the Who Got Fired logo too, like green, red. I got a Who Got Water one that I'm gonna be working on too. I already made the Who Got Water. It's a drip with the Who Got the blue symbols or whatever, blue fonts or whatnot. And then the last but not least, where I got the idea from Mob TV, MOB TV is right here on the shirt from my boy Drew Dollars. My boy Drew gave me this shirt and he gave me the tomorrow openers, today's headliners tomorrow opener shirt. But that's where I got the idea from Mob TV. You feel me? So yeah, let's go into episode 77 right now. And if my boy is ready, we got my boy coming up in here. You feel me? He's probably rolling up right now, but not bad. But yeah, that's the end of the cipher. But yeah, shout out to my boy. We're gonna get him in here in a minute. You feel me? And let's get it going.
You want to fix this up? Shittiest blunt.
So we got Lucky Lucci sliding through. You feel me? You ready, bro?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? You good? You chilling? Yeah. Turn it down real quick. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Shit, chilling.
Big chilling. You ready for this interview?
You know what's crazy? I got this magazine too.
Oh, you got that one too? Yeah. Oh, okay. So you see? Okay, yeah.
I got this when I was at the Midway.
Oh, the Midway?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were in this magazine though.
Yeah, I'm in that one. Yep.
I got this.
You got the same one with Lewis Russell? That's tight. That was just released, but like I said, I could tie you into it if you wanna, if you're down, because my boy, he's charging for the articles and I'm saying he give me the price and whatnot to be in the magazine. Yeah, that's a mic right there. You can pick up real quick.
Check one. Check one.
Check. So yeah, I wanted to
it's
get
Lucci.
It's Lucci up in here. You feel me? So I wanted to get you on the channel today, man, and you know what I'm saying, of course we tapped in with like a few weeks back, you feel me, and on the gram, you know what I mean, and basically to reach out to a lot of artists to really get them on the channel, you know what I mean, and like, you're seeing that episode 77 today, so you're like the 77th episode, you know, and I'm almost at 80 episodes.
You know what they say, man, the luckiest.
The lucky 7.
The luckiest.
You feel me? Yeah.
You feel me? Lucky Lucci, man.
Yeah,
the luckiest coming out
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
I'm always dropping in June.
So so let's talk about let's talk about where you like. So let's go into history about yourself. Where you from and like what's your background and stuff like that, bro.
Shit.
Well, I go by the name of LUCCI from the 415. LUCKY, LUCCI, man. I'm on all platforms. I got several mixtapes out. I got several videos out. I got hella music out. And I'm from the Bay.
That's what's
I'm
up.
from San Francisco, California, and I come from a family of musicians.
Okay.
And it all started with my grandma, because she moved from New York to Frisco to follow her dreams and be a professional musician. And she ended up, being a professional violinist for the San Francisco Symphony
Oh, that's
and the
nice.
San Francisco Opera.
Oh, that's cool. That's
So all my uncles and my auntie and my dad, they all grew up learning about music theory and how to like play instruments.
yeah.
So, and then, old school shit. My grandma, she came before rap. She was a successful musician as a classical musician.
Yeah.
And then so like all my uncles, they all know how to play instruments. But playing real instruments ties into hip hop too. I mean, playing real instruments when you're doing live shit.
Yeah, with
or,
the music.
or
Yeah.
when you're producing. And then my dad was the first one. Like out of all my uncles, my dad was like the pioneer to really start with the music shit, because he had homies that rapped.
Yeah.
And so he already grew up making music and knowing music theory and stuff. So he met the homie Ron J, fourth one, and he taught him how to use the computer and how to program, and how to use the program.
Yeah.
So he already knew how to make music, but then learned how to use the program, and then he became a producer, engineer. My pops is he's a producer.
He's a producer.
Yeah, he's a producer, and then my uncle's a producer too.
What?
And then
Do they still do it or? they're still-
yeah, me and my pops got an album out right
Okay.
now called From the Mountains to the Gritty City.
Okay.
I had to pull my pops out the dungeon, and you feel me, and he's still showing love to my music career. And like, it wasn't always like that though, because like I grew up in the house, they were always making music. Him and the homies, they created their own label, their own brand.
Yeah.
Fit to Proceed Records. Fit to Proceed out the city.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Out of Frisco.
And
yeah.
they were going hard, hyphy era type shit. And then I was like the young kid that was just in the studio watching, and I was like the only kid around. Like there was never any other kids around. It was just all
So
adults.
he would bring you to the studio.
You know me? Like motherfuckers rapping and smoking and talking shit and fucking telling stories and just being, just getting super laced up. And Pops was real like that. If you know about San Francisco and you know about the Bay, folks is always dropping hella game. And you want to get laced up. If you're around the right OGs,
Yeah.
you want to get laced up. So I was constantly getting laced, but no one was pushing me to rap. It was just like, oh, like I want to be like you. Like y'all hella dope. You feel me? Like I want to be like, my other uncle, Lil B, Biz Boses. I want to be like Biz Boses. I want to be like Lil B. I want to be like Ron J. I want to be like, my heroes.
Yeah.
And like my dad, like he wasn't no rapper. He could rap, but he wasn't like no front line in front of the camera as a rapper. Like he's not even that type of dude. He's like, I'm the backstage producer.
The backstage producer.
I'm the backstage guy. You feel me? Pulling strings and making shit happen. I'm not the front stage guy. You're the front stage guy.
Yeah.
Or these other stars are front stage. Some people don't even like being on camera.
Yeah.
My dad probably doesn't give a fuck about being on camera at all.
Yeah.
He just wants the credits. Give him the credit. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm over here speaking for them right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he just wants the credits, And then I, went on to doing my own thing. I was more of like an athlete at first, playing hella basketball,
Yeah.
Got the hoop game on lock. Feel me? Shout out to my boy Jay. Just crossed the fuck out of him, a couple weeks ago,
You guys were playing
Shout
ball.
out-
Where'd you guys play ball at? The park or the gym?
Man, so we out here in the valley, so we was in Modesto. We was hooping at, where was it? Shadow Brook, shout out Brook if you know about Modesto, you know about that park.
Oh,
Off of
okay.
Sanford, near the mall.
Okay,
Pretty
okay.
close to the mall. Pretty cool park next to the apartment complex.
Yeah.
Feel me? Went out there, you feel me, ran it. Feel me? Because, don't call me out. I mean, a lot of people probably don't call me out now, but don't call me out. I'll show up. You feel me? I let it hoop. I just let it hoop. You feel me?
Love the hooper. Yeah.
But, so I was more of an athlete, but then, like I was always living that rapper life though.
Yeah.
Like I was always living that rapper life, and for some reason, you know, I just wasn't disciplined enough to be a real student athlete.
Yeah.
Because I was more into like doing what's cool and chasing bitches, you know, chasing girls, you know, like trying to figure out who I am, trying to figure out my style, trying to just figure myself out. And then I started writing too, you know, and I was like getting in hella trouble. Like I was like junior high school, like elementary school, good, you know, I was all good, you know, living in the city, you know, growing up, good kid. Feel me? Once I hit junior high, like a lot of kids, you know, they start changing into what kind of man they're gonna be. And then I had to go live with my mom out here in the valley. That's why I got ties in the valley and the bay.
In the bay.
My mom is out here. My dad's in the bay. So it's like the two sides of the family.
Two sides.
But my dad's side is like, I feel like it's bigger. It's definitely a little bigger. Like my mom's side a little smaller out here, you know?
Yeah.
But they hold it down out here. You know, I'm blessed. I'm just blessed, you feel me, to make all the connections everywhere. But, so, you know, I'm like trying to figure myself out. And I'm like, am I an athlete? Am I rapping? Am I, you know, can I do this? Like my grandma helped me out. She tried to put me on with music. Like she tried to give me a cello and put me in boys chorus and put me in play. I was in plays and shit. Like when I was a kid,
Yeah,
I was in plays. I acted. I dressed up. So I knew I was like meant to be like on camera. Like I always wanted to be looked at, and I always was looking at myself in the fucking mirror and shit. And I was always like, I'm the type of motherfucker that people are gonna be looking at and shit.
That's why right now with
Feel me?
with the social media outlets is good right now because like being on camera is like the content creation is where it's at right now.
Right.
Yeah. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And then, you know, so I just like was living that rapper life, got kicked out of school, you know, started fucking, you know, leaving home, you know, ditching class, not coming home for days and shit, you know, Pops wasn't around, you know, when Pop's not around, the kids are at play, you feel me? I'm doing my own shit, you know, I'm trying to be a man. And then, you know, I had hella shit to talk about, but I never got into a studio and I never was like around rapper friends yet.
Yeah.
You feel me? All my friends were like, oh, you trying to go steal some bottles and trying to fucking, you know, go get fucked up and you trying to go, you know, to this party. Like, it was all about you trying to go to a party. And so my basketball dreams just started dwindling. I was hella raw at basketball, but I just wasn't a disciplined student athlete. You know, I was like a blacktop. I probably schooled the starter on the fucking team on the blacktop. And I'm just fake way hella nice like that, but I'm just not disciplined. And I don't like the coach. Me and the coach is fighting and shit. I'm like that. I was that kid. I was just
when you were playing basketball,
you know,
like did you get good grades and stuff like?
Nah, I was like,
team?
I didn't give a fuck about grades. I didn't give a fuck about school. I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I was making $60 a day, slanging, doing what I gotta do, hustling. I just didn't really care. And, you know, looking back at it now, I should have cared a lot more because I would have had a different experience. But I just didn't really care that fucking much, you know, but I was just like experiencing. I had stupid confidence and I don't know why, but I was just like, if shit's not going my way, I'm just gonna make a way for myself. Motherfuckers not even like fucking with me or they're part of that clique or I was hella solo. Like for some reason, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared to be solo too when I had to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like when I was out, away from the Bay or away from my OGs or away from my pops, I just knew like they still got my back because they laced me up with that game to where even when I'm by myself, I feel like, you know, I got God with me. I got what I know and I'm open-minded to learning too.
Yeah.
And I'm all about surviving. I'm not about killing myself or crashing out either. I'm all about surviving. And I hate the cops too. I'm not trying to get locked up either.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm 14, just fucking outside with it. I was already outside, like 14, smoking, drinking, everything.
You basically stay focused on what you got to do.
You know? Yeah. And I just, but God had my back, so he protected me and guided me, and I fell, got back up, got back up. And then, you know, I was writing, like, I started writing hella shit. Like, I was like a sick, you know, I was a pretty sick writer. But then, like, because, you know, that was another part was like, can you freestyle? Can we smoke and freestyle? And then whoever got bars, like, it was like a magic trick. If you could freestyle in front of people and shit, people were like, oh, shit, that's hella dope, bro. Like, shit, you should be a rapper. Or some people be hating, oh, you wannabe-ass rapper, wanna be fucking Kendrick, wanna be Pac, you know? You know, people will try to talk you out your game, but you can't talk me out my game. I've rapped too many times. You know, I got called out on my rapping ability too many times. Me folks like, all right, we'll spit a fucking verse right now.
Spit a verse.
And it's like, they always want to test you. Can you spit a verse right now?
All the time.
You know, but I was like,
right there on the spot.
You know, I was ready to spit a verse, but I didn't have no songs out yet. I didn't, you know, I wasn't recording yet. So then it wasn't until I went back to the Bay. I went to John O'Connell in the Mission, and I met my boy Andy, and he got an internship at a nonprofit studio called Sunset Youth Services. So he was like, "Oh, bruh."
Go hit it. Yeah, for sure.
He was like, "Oh, bruh, like you're a rapper. You gotta come to the studio. You gotta come to the. You're a rapper. Like you
just get on the mic and like
you know what I mean?
let's go."
I was freestyling in the lunch line, spitting bars. It was just like
Did you used to battle people? Like right there in school?
Nobody was ready to battle.
Oh, nobody was ready to battle?
Nobody's want to roast battle.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's want to roast battle all day. When one's coming to rapping, it's like, whatever, go make a song.
Yeah, go make a song. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then like in Frisco, it's not as, you know, rap battles don't really happen. It's not like, you feel me? Not at that time. Like rap battles wasn't really happening.
Yeah.
You know, 2018, I graduated in 2018. You know, no one ever wanted to rap battle me. So I mean, that never came in my direction. But if I was in other places that are rap battle heavy, but always trying to pull your car, like, can you battle me? I'm not a rap battle type of rapper though. I've tried.
I've been to like 3 rap battles before a long time ago. They used to have them out here in Manteca. And me and my boy, the one you met, my boy G-Rad Jared, I was with him in a rap battle before, and he battled somebody. And it was like a competition where they won money actually doing it, but he lost.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, shout out Andy though, because he put me in the right position.
Being in a rap battle would be cool though too. But
he put me in the right position, and then I went to the studio, and I busted out a verse, and then they loved me. And then they're like, keep coming. And then I just kept fucking coming after school. You feel me? And I was busting out. And that's another cool thing about Frisco is that there's hella little cutty like programs and shit, and there's cutty internships, and there's cutty. You know, if you know somebody with a studio. I mean, anywhere where you at, you know, you got to know somebody with a studio if you want to pursue your rap dreams.
Yeah.
Because you got to be able to fucking practice. You got to be able to try different beats. You got to be able to find your sound. You got to be able to experience. And you might not be the tech guy. Like, I was never the tech guy. I was never the guy with a laptop or a fucking interface or a fucking monitor. Like, that was my dad, and that was, like, my uncle.
Did they, with your sound though, with your pops was producing, did he try to with your sound?
They wasn't on me yet.
On you yet?
They wasn't even on, I wasn't even on their radar yet. I was like the little homie, like trying to rap, you know? I wasn't even on, they wasn't like, oh, you're the prodigy, we're gonna groom you to be a rapper. Nah, I went, found my sound, made like hundreds of songs already, and then put out a single, and then they were like, oh, so you really about to be a rapper?
Yeah.
You feel me? And then my dad was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with you. And then started making me beats. You know what I mean? But he was like, he never coached me to be a rapper. Like, even my uncles, they never like coached me. It was just like, I just saw and I emulated. You know? I emulated and I was like, I'm gonna combine all these dudes' style into my own style. But I'm gonna come like my Uncle Ronjay, Force One. I'm gonna come gritty like Force One. I'm gonna come gritty like that. And I'm gonna spit some shit you gonna feel. And then Biz Bosa's Lil B. I'm gonna have those vocals like Biz. I'm gonna have those choruses like Biz. Because I'm smooth like that.
That's what's up.
So I combined those, so I'm gonna have bars, and I'm gonna have smooth ass songs. And then I was also had different inspirations too. You know, I mean the Bay is an inspiration, but I wasn't like, it didn't click right away that I should be a Bay rapper or like I should just stick to Bay shit. Yeah. I was like into hella different music. I was trying out all different kinds of shit. I still be trying out a lot of different kinds of music. If you go into my catalog, you'll see it's not just like every song is the same or every song is a Bay type of song or a Bay beat or West Coast sound.
I was slapping that one track. What was it? In Your Dreams or Keeping in Your Dreams? The video.
Oh yeah.
I was slapping that yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a pretty good track. And then the other one, they shot the new one you just did. We're gonna go into those videos later. But the one you did in the Bay, that was pretty dope too. By the Bay Bridge and stuff. You're on top of the car and stuff like that. Yeah.
Even that type of song is like, I wouldn't call like Most Hated in My City, my last video.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that like Bay Area type.
Yeah.
That was like a Detroit type beat that a producer sent me.
Okay.
You know, because the producers be finding me, and I'm not like turning down no producers or turning down no beats. I'm gonna hear you out, and if I feel something on this beat, I'm gonna feel strongly about it, and I'm gonna write to it because I at my heart, at my core, I was a songwriter first.
Yeah, that's what's
You know what I mean? Like I know some artists like they're different. They'll like punch in a verse or they'll freestyle a verse. Like there's some real like will freestyle a verse ass rappers, and that's just what they do because they don't write.
Yeah.
They're not songwriters. They don't write songs. They spit verses.
Yeah.
I'm a songwriter. I'll write a topic and a chorus and a bridge and verses and song concepts and fucking
all together.
You know, like I'm a songwriter, so I'm thinking like, ooh, this is a sick ass song. I'm gonna write this song. You know, maybe that will transcribe. Like my boy Jay would be saying, like maybe that will transcribe to like me writing songs for like other people or whatever, other artists, like writing for a singer or some shit. I try to sing, you know, I be singing some melodies and shit. You feel me? But I am not no like fucking singer, but I can write some shit for a singer.
Stuff. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Easily. Or even if somebody's like not confident as a rapper, I probably could write somebody a verse too.
So with your process, like with your process of making music, like with the tracks, like do you have like different ideas of what you come up with on each one?
Man, honestly, bro, I feel like each beat just speaks to me. And whenever I have like that writer's block, like no good ideas are really flowing, like I'm not really going anywhere with this shit.
Yeah.
Then I just don't really write to it. You know, I've had times where like, you know, I failed on a song. Like I just can't write to this song. It's not my song. It's not for me. It's not my story. Like this song gotta be part of my story. What aspect of my story is this part of? Like, what is this about? Like, feel me? Like concepts, the beat be speaking to me, bruh. Cause like producers and shit are hella underrated.
Underrated, yeah.
Hella underrated. Like the type of beat will influence the song I'm about to write. Will inspire the song that I'm about to write. And like you could be from anywhere and I could be inspired by your sound waves. And the melody too, you know, as you get better, you feel me start I'm hella infatuated with this melody. So I need to sing something right here, or I need to create something, and like not every song is like hella planned. Like I don't be having no plans. I just listen to the beat, and it's like, oh, this is some rock star shit,
yeah,
just rocking out, you know.
Yeah.
And other shit's like, oh, I'm fucking trying to tell a story, or I went to the club, I flipped the dub, and then I went outside. He said, "What's up?" He not a blood, and I'm telling a story, or other times I'm like I'm just talking summertime with a Gemini. Yeah. One of a kind, shot again. One of a kind, Rami again. Summertime.
That's what's up.
Nah, I'm just like I hear the beat and I wrote that shit in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that shit, and I get it out quick. I don't like sitting on beats. Once I got it, I'm like, ooh, I found it. Boom.
You get it on there.
And I just bust it out like right there. I probably. Like just the other day, you know, as we're talking about doing this interview, I got some new beats, and I was like, you know, I had like 5 of them, you know,
5 fresh ones,
and I was like, and I did like 3 in one day for sure.
That's what's up.
I get, and then as you get better, I was like, yeah, I could write 3 songs in one day. I'm hella excited. Like these beats make me hella excited. I'm like, ooh, okay, what's the next track? Or what's the next story? And then yeah. Also, you know, shout out my boy Sammy Cotto. Sammy Cotto plays a big part in this too, because after I recorded on my own, and then you know I had to meet my boy Sammy Cotto, the engineer / producer / rapper from the Bay, is my right hand man, and he helped me put out the projects. He helped you. He helped me with everything. Like he helped me. He was the guy with the computer. I mean,
how many? Let's talk about that real quick. Of the albums, EPs or albums, like full tracks, like EPs over like 6, 7 songs. You have
right.
Let's go on the list real quick on the tracks.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we got Life of LUCCI.
Life of LUCCI
was the first one. I mean, yeah.
When did you drop that one?
Well, to be real though, if you're a day one LUCCI LUCCI fan, you know Life of LUCCI isn't my first one.
Okay.
But Life of LUCCI is the first one that's on all streaming platforms. My first one was actually this project called Up Now.
Up Now.
But I took that shit down.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was like because I just it wasn't sitting well with me. It wasn't aging well with me, and it was more of a compilation. You know, I mean, like my boy Jace, he's like, why you delete shit? You know, why you delete stuff? You know, I just feel like I'm moving past that. Like that's not really like my first impression. But you know, I should have just kept it out. I mean, it's like whatever. But I didn't want to have like, damn, this fool got like 10 mixtapes. I don't even know which one to listen to. I just want to be more concise. Like these are my best projects right here. My first one was called Up Now, but it was more of a compilation. It wasn't like I didn't make all of them with Sammy. Sammy just helped me with a track list, and he helped me get on the distro kid and just helped me drop that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he was in the studio. He had studio. Cause like you said, I got folks, you know, my family, but my dad didn't help me drop. My uncles didn't help me drop. I had to find my own way to drop first, just to show them like how hungry and how fucking serious I really was about this shit.
The music,
you know what I mean? Sam helped me drop, but the first one was more of a compilation. But then the next one we did was Life of LUCCI. And he produced like 75% of that project.
What?
He produced it. So me and Sam in the dungeon, what we call the rap dojo.
Yeah.
We was in the dojo grinding, figuring out who the fuck we are. And if you listen to Life of LUCCI, you'll probably, you know, you'll be like not really knowing where I'm from. Because this is like custom beats, and like me and Sammy like we're into like different kind of music too. And it was like, this is our own sound. Like this is some different ass shit. Like this is some different sound waves going on right here. It's not no bass shit. It was not really like super bay heavy, you know. But then after that, we did a project called Our Time Is Now. I took that one down too because I had a couple problems with a couple features on there that didn't get cleared. Yeah. And some shit went wrong, and fucking I fucked up on my end on some shit. And there's other bruh I wasn't trying to have on the fucking track list no more either.
Oh, okay.
So I had to go ahead, fuck that. And then me and Sammy did our collab tape, Out This World, 7 tracks. He produced the whole thing, 100% produced by Sammy Cotto. Feel me? That one is the world that we created, like the production that we created, the soundscape that we created.
That's what's up.
But then like my best one to this day was the line between living and dying.
That's another album?
That's the album right there. Like Life of LUCCI, you can kind of call it an album, but it's more like a tape. It's more like a mixtape. And Out This World is like a tape or EP.
Okay.
You know, but the line between living and dying, the one where I'm on the cover and I got the braids and I'm in the black puff coat and I'm.
Don't you have that one posted on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everywhere.
I think
like in the city, you can walk around and show that to people and they'll be like, oh yeah, I know that is Lucky Lucci, classic. Like that was the one that I was pushing the hardest, and that was the one that people know me by for real. Yeah. And I was in the fucking everywhere, in the trenches, in the streets, in the burbs, you know, city to city, passing out hella fucking flyers. I was doing it the old school way, passing out flyers, doing shows and shit. You feel? And I probably passed out like 3,000 fucking flyers.
3,000 flyers, damn.
Somebody listening to this got a flyer. Somebody probably even got an older flyer than that, because I was passing out Life of LUCCI flyers too. What? I was doing, you know, somebody out there, they know the original, you know, fans. They got, you know, those are gonna go crazy one day. One day, you know, when we big as fuck, those flyers, those Life of LUCCI flyers or Living and Dying flyers, probably like at least 20 bands of flyer right there. You feel me?
Flyer, yeah.
At least 20 bands of flyer. Yeah. You know, but Living and Dying was my crown jewel.
So that's already
all around project.
There's already 3 or 4 right there, right?
That was like 3 or 4, and then
4 tracks.
That was
albums? Yeah.
And then Living and Dying was also 18 tracks.
18 tracks.
So that was like an album. Like it felt like an album, and I had so much different production on there, bro. It was crazy. Like, and then I hopped in the bass shit. Like my singles, like my first single, Baby on the Plug, that's some bass shit. In Your Dreams, that's like some bass shit, you know. Yeah. But then Living and Dying, I hopped on. The first time I hopped on my dad's beats, you know, LUCCI.
Yeah.
LUCCI. Got my lady and my baby by my side. 510 to the 415. My dad made that fucking beat. Hopped on my dad's beats, and I hopped on my uncle's beats. The Feeling Too Good the one that's my most streamed video out right now, 50,000 views.
Oh, that new one, yeah, right?
50,000 views. Feeling Too Good. My uncle made that beat. So I was hopping on my uncle's beats. I had a couple Sammy Kodo beats. And I had just like the best beats that I could find. I mean, with the producers that I had, access to.
Yeah.
And you feel me? And I killed it on that one. That's still my best one in my opinion. Still my best one. My newest one that's coming out now is gonna be my next best one. But Living and Dying was really I hold that one to a super high standard.
So you already,
that's number one.
You already got new projects that are coming out, right? This year.
But my bad, man. I don't mean to not answer the whole question.
No.
I have 6 or 7 projects out right now.
6 or 7.
Right?
Yeah.
Life of Lucci, Out This World, Living and Dying, Mountain to the 415.
Mount to the 415.
And then Lime
So they're all on.
So
are they
that's
all
5.
Are they all on YouTube? Or
That's 5, right?
Right.
Am I missing any, babe? That's 5.
5. At least 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, that's at least 5.
5.
At least 5.
Are they all on YouTube or Spotify?
They're all everywhere, all platforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But even 5 is a lot. I was like, even 5 is a lot. I don't want, have too much content. Just not enough,
Yeah.
I'm ready for that next one to be that one that
And then you already have. And then you already have how many videos out?
Probably 8 right now.
So are you gonna do?
And
more?
then I deleted 3.
Oh, you deleted 3.
I deleted 3. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But with
I should have met my boy Jay sooner. He always told me every time. He's like, bro, don't delete that.
But
shit.
with the 5 projects, those 5 albums you got, or the EP albums you got out right now with those tracks we just went through, are you gonna do more videos to those?
I mean, technically I could, I could, but probably not.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna move on to because the new music is just too fucking good, man.
Yeah.
The new music is just too fucking good. I probably from my next album, The Luckiest, I'll probably do because I usually do 2 or 3 videos per project. Try to do a couple videos per project, But my newest one, The Luckiest, I gotta do at least 5 videos for that
5
motherfucker.
videos.
4 or 5,
each project.
because they're good as fuck. 4 or 5 good ones too.
Yeah.
With good fucking ideas and song concept and skits and and then the whole videography thing is a whole different fucking conversation too. Because my boy IMX Sebastian ended up being one of my best friends in high school, and he ended up getting signed to Empire as a videographer.
What?
So this fool did.
That's tight.
He did my first 3 videos.
Empire they've been doing good right now. Man, yeah.
If you've seen In Your Dreams, you said you've seen In Your Dreams,
That's
right?
a good video.
That was IMX Sebastian.
Okay.
That was his work. He did my first 3 videos, feel me, because he believed in me and shit. And, I was spoiled with some good ass videos just to begin with.
Yeah.
So that everything after that was at a high standard already.
Yeah.
He fucking, I was just out, man, I'm the luckiest, man. The fucking luckiest.
That's what's up,
The
yeah.
luckiest.
So your inspiration, like you said earlier, it just, like I said, comes from different, like you said, with the inspiration out of your pops and then him producing you. That's pretty tight though, how you've been working on the music since you were younger. You know what I mean? Or you've been in the lab like that with the history you've been going through, Let's talk about this real quick. I'm always asking this on every episode too. How did you come up with the name Lucky Lucci? I'm always asking this to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
How did you come up with your name?
Well, my first rap name was Young Mac.
Okay.
Out the 415. I was Young Mac 9. The 415. The 415.
You know
what I'm talking about? Young Mac, Young Mac. That shit was trash. I'm like, who's Young Mac?
Yeah.
The fuck is Young Mac? But then, then I was, my name is Luciano.
Okay.
So, I mean, the, Spanish, Mexican way of saying it is Luciano.
Yeah.
Luciano. But the Italian way, because I'm Italian Mexican, I'm Sicilian Nicaragüense.
Okay.
And Italian way is with the ch, like chow.
Yeah.
So Luciano, so I was Lucci. And then they called me growing up Luch the Pooch. So I was Luch. I was always Luch and Lucci, and the girls would call me Lucy, and then I was so then I was Lucci for a while, and then the OG, I would be rapping with the OGs, and shit, I'd be out there You know, I got my drip from a pimp. You feel me? My boy 3 to God was like, hey man, you feel me? You ain't Lucci. You ain't Lucci. You lucky Lucci.
Lucky Lucci.
You lucky Lucci.
So he gave you
know
that
what I'm talking
name?
about? You ain't Lucci, you lucky Lucci.
So did he give you that name?
And then I was lucky Lucci. And then I literally was. I was lucky Lucci.
You just ran with that.
Hell yeah, that was fire.
That's what's up.
That was super fire. He was like, you ain't Lucci. You ain't Lucci. You lucky Lucci. Lucky Lucci. Yeah.
That's what's up though. That's why I asked every artist from this channel for their how they got their name, but that's pretty dope though.
Yeah, the old school way. The old school way. I tried to come up with my own name, but I just don't think like honestly, I think I'm creative, but I'm not that creative. Like I'm creative in a sense, but I'm more inspired by the world around me, and I'm inspired by the people I come across, and people be giving me the names. People are the fucking be giving me everything, all the hints and the ideas and the name. Like, I'm not an idea snatcher. I'm just inspired. You feel me? I'm inspired by everything. Like I'm gonna be inspired by you one day. I'm gonna by something. You feel me? And it's just like everyone can give me a good idea. Like even my boy Sammy. Like recently, he never did with any of my other projects. But for my new project, I didn't even know what I was gonna call my project.
You didn't know?
I didn't know I was gonna call it The Luckiest.
The Luckiest.
I didn't know that. I was like thinking of. I was gonna call it Imprisoned by My Mind at first. I was gonna call it Imprisoned by My Mind. I don't know why.
Imprisoned by My Mind?
Or I was gonna call it some X Factor weapon, something X, I don't know, something weird, or I don't know, I was thinking of some weird shit. And then fucking he was like, or I was gonna call it or then I had another good idea, I was gonna call it Welcome to the Sunny Side. That could have been cool. And he was like, that was a cool one. Because I'm from the Sunnyside neighborhood. I'm from Glen Park, San Francisco.
Okay.
Sunnyside neighborhood, went to Sunnyside Elementary School, and I grew up in the Mission. I went to John Connell and then graduated in the Fillmore.
How far is that from, how far is Sunnyside from Fillmore?
Probably like, I mean, get on the, 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, okay.
Not that far.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I graduated from the Fillmore. And then so I was like, Welcome to the Sunny Side would be a kind of sick album name. But then the album would kind of be about the Sunny Side, or be about like, you feel me? I was thinking too hard. I was just thinking way too hard. I have some pretty like my album names be long, like the line between living and dying.
Yeah. From
the mountains to the gritty city, or feel me? Like Life of Lucci was like, I also got Life of Lucci too.
Yeah.
And Life of Lucci is like simple Life of Lucci.
That's why like with albums, it's like it's always good to have good titles and stuff to them, and like.
But The Luckiest was like the easiest, simplest title. I just didn't even think about it. I was in Reno. I was sipping with the boys, and it was like, we with Lucky man, Lucky Lucci man, and my boy was like, I was like, man, what should I call my album now? I'm playing my songs and shit. He was like, man, you should call it, The Luckiest.
Luckiest.
And I was like looking at him, I was like, ooh. I was like, that's a good ass fucking idea. He's like, yeah, just give me 5%, whatever you make. Just give me 5%. It's all good, Nah, that's my boy Sammy. So Sammy, we already split the profits, Sammy. We're already on the same. We already split the profit. It's all good, man. It's all good.
That's right.
But yeah, for real.
That's right. So like I said, it's always good to have different titles of the albums you come out with. You feel me? Like with me, with my tracks, I basically just I have like on my YouTube channel. Of course, we're playing the cipher, but with me, I have like my titles, and I make my own album covers too. Like I understand, like I basically title my singles and tracks. And like I don't have no albums out, but it's all nothing but just singles right now. You feel me? But with the projects though of 2025, what's your next move within this year of 2025? Let's go into that. Like with anything you're working on right now?
Well, I just dropped. Yeah, I just dropped. Thank you.
You gotta pass the bottle real quick.
My bad.
That was all good. Yeah, let's go.
Need a little shot break.
You feel me? Yeah, Bob TV, you know what I mean? And I want to know if, my bad, I'm gonna pause. I just want you to, can you check the real quick to see where we're at?
53.
53 minutes? All right, cool. It's almost an hour, but it's fine. We're still rolling. I got so much memory on my phone right now, so. It's
all right. Yeah. My bad. What you saying? So next idea.
With the next project of this year, 2025.
Okay. So, The Luckiest. The Luckiest, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I was trying to get it done by April 27th.
By this
on a special day.
The one that just okay.
April 27th. My girlfriend's birthday.
Okay.
I was gonna drop it on my girlfriend's birthday, but you know, I don't want to spoil her birthday, so I just dropped a single instead. But I still managed to drop a single and then tell everybody about my single in Vegas. I had to, man. Had to drop a single, at least a single. So I dropped West Coast Baby, and you know, we still pushing that hard. You feel me? That's still new. It's still like barely like not even a month old or almost a month old. And then we pushing West Coast Baby. We're gonna work on the videos, some promos, you know, all the good shit. West Coast Baby, my sickest, illest song yet to date. You know, I'm a West Coast baby. I'm a West Coast baby. Stop, step, bump, red, hypnotized by the. You know, come on, man. That's the single. That's the leading single of my new project. And then
the new one?
I might drop one more single. I might drop Bad Beezies next.
Okay.
You know, spoiler alert. Bad Beezies. I might have to drop the Bad Beezies next, you know. Shout out my boy Locka, you know, 51 boy TGE Locka. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? My boy. And then I'm gonna drop my album. I mean, we have this running joke, me and Sam, we have this running joke. He's like, why are you always dropping at the same time every year? 'Cause I try to drop at least once a year, but it always seems like I always have a project ready to drop by May or June.
By
always.
around this time?
Always, every time. And he's like, bro, just whatever you do, don't drop in June again. Because I dropped Life of LUCCI in June. I dropped Living and Dying in June. And I dropped Love and Hate May 31st. That's damn near almost June. So like, my next one, is it going to be June again? And is that just my thing? I just drop in June every year? Just expect the album to be out by June. And my birthday June 5th, Gemini.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Classic
yeah,
Gemini
right.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Keep it in June.
You know? So I just keep it in June. Like that's when I'm at my fullest aura, my fullest capacity. My energy's just boom, just flowing in June every time. I don't know. I mean, maybe do I push it to July? But I also feel like the fans, like, I have a lot of music though, like for my fans to digest and to listen to. But I always feel like okay, but don't talk to me until you listen to my next one.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me until you listen to my new song.
Yeah.
Or my next song I'm sitting on, because I'm sitting on way better shit than I got out. Every artist is always sitting on some fucking hot ass shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel like I have a rush to drop, but I've also dropped before, and I just want to be prepared, and I want to have a good rollout, and I want to do it the right way and set up shows. And I want to have flyers going again. I want to have an album release party. I need to have some campaigns going. I need to be serious about my drop.
Yeah.
So I can't really rush. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it May 23rd. I'm gonna put it out May 23rd. But then, you know, life happens. I go to Vegas and come back and spend a bunch of money and bills and all this fucking shit.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm gonna drop it by May 23rd either. But my next goal is I'll probably have it done by like May 23rd. I'll have it done by May 23rd or May 30th.
Yeah.
Because I have most of the I have like almost all the songs vocals. I have all the vocals and all the lyrics already there. I just need mastering and mixing and make show versions and you know, bounce on hard drives and computer shit, you know, and then drop and set to drop. But like I have the vocals. I did like most of the work and I pumped out all the concepts. So the concepts are all there. It's all there. It's just like, you know, I feel like a lot of artists, you know, even when they're on big labels and shit, they get albums pushed back like years.
Yeah.
Fucking like hella long. This album's pushed back like 6 months. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to push my album back too much. So it's like looking like I'm gonna drop in June again, but I'm gonna leave that for the fans.
Leave it for the fans.
To think, you know, or to assume or, you know, gamble. Is he gonna drop in June?
So that's the next one you're gonna do coming up? You're gonna drop it?
For sure. And then I also got Dolls on Premises, was gonna be a collab tape with my boys from Reno, my boy Sammy. It's gonna be all Reno production and Sammy Koto production and IRB production, and you know, it's with Truth and you know, Trelo and Underground Theory, you know. Then and I'm also working on some singles and like an EP. I'm probably still gonna put out this EP called Imprisoned by My Mind. Okay. But it's gonna be more like a melodic auto-tune fucking. Like shout out that one dude on there, the Devin. What was his name? Devin? Or the General?
Devin the Chief.
Devin the Chief. Like I'm gonna hop on some shit like that, like some auto-tune vibes. Singing. Like I'm not gonna be too lyrical. I'm gonna just be like making some good music and just have a nice chill album. Cause like that's what my boy Sammy said. He was like, yeah, you know, like cause I'm about to give y'all the Super Bay album right now. That's what I'm about to give y'all right now. Yeah. Like The luckiest. I'm about to give y'all like the Super Bay album that everyone's kind of been wanting from me all these years, but I've just been like trying to figure out who I am and hopping in different lanes and just doing, growing as I'm growing. But I'm about to give my fans, I feel like, what they want, a Super Bay album.
Yeah.
But then after that, I'm gonna do In Prison by My Mind, which is gonna be more auto-tuning and melodic and vibe and like how you feel like hella high and you're like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
you feel what I mean? Like really like take you somewhere with the production.
Yeah.
Like I love songs that make me feel high. Cause I love getting high.
Yeah.
I love getting high, so I like a good song that can make me feel even higher.
Hella higher, yeah.
Like, there's other songs, that's a banger. It's a banger,
Me and my boys, we got a track out like that. It's called Diamond Ring, but of course not auto-tune, and then we did like 3 different versions of that shit, but it's dope. That's our my single called Diamond Ring. It's kind of like auto-tune.
So yeah, 2025, the answer to that question, the long answer to that question.
Yeah.
Probably 3 projects, man.
This year?
3 fucking projects. I'm gonna try to like.
Y'all can have a lookout, you feel me?
I think 2021, I put out 2 projects and some singles. That was like my most productive year, was 2 projects and a couple singles. But I think 2025 is gonna be my next, most productive year, and be 3 projects, more videos, more singles, more interviews, more shows, just more. Cause like I started traveling now too. I haven't fucking traveled until this year either. My son's barely turned 6 next month.
That's what's up.
And then maybe next year I'll do 3 projects, or 4 projects. Fuck it.
So that's what's up though to expect for 3 projects this year, 2025. And then like I said, we went into the other EPs and albums that he has out right now. You feel me? With events, with shows or whatnot, where have you like hit the stage at so far? Have you done that already?
Man, shit, all in the city right now. Honestly.
All in Frisco?
All in Frisco, Oakland,
all in the okay.
Richmond, Rodeo. I performed one time in Modesto.
In Modesto?
But I was at a house party. I got that shit cracking.
Oh, it was cracking? Yeah, that's what's up.
House party shit. It was like.
With these shows,
I was like, "What y'all playing?" I was like, "Play one of my songs." They were like,
with the shows though, like with any headliners on those shows or whatnot, or no?
Part of the biggest show I was part of was like some speakeasy shit. You got to perform with San Quinn and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was sick. Like San Quinn is like my dad's like fucking favorite rapper. Like,
yo, he's one of mine too. From you feel me? Frisco,
like everyone was there too.
I can say, well, of course, I was explaining to your boy earlier with my top 5.
Or also either that or Carnival.
Carnival
for in Frisco on what was it, like 22nd and Harrison?
Yeah.
Over on Harrison.
So that's who.
Or they got on Harrison or Harrison or Folsom.
Folsom.
Yeah, Folsom and 22nd. It was like 22nd and Folsom because they got the parade on 2-4.
Yeah.
And then you get to 23rd, and then it's like and then it actually might have been on like 20th and Folsom because John O'Connell's right there. So we walked past Mission Rec, walked past John O'Connell, and then there's like hella vendors all the way down till you get to fucking downtown area.
That's what's up.
Feel me? But Carnival was probably
that was a good show.
And then also we threw our own show. Don't forget we threw our own show.
What?
In the Mission, in the Excelsior, shout out B&B Wings. You feel me? We was over there, It's not there. It's not in the same spot no more. But we got it cracking, and that was our first like our own show type of deal, and that was that was a big step.
You put it together?
That was a big step. Yeah, all by myself, just me and Sammy.
Were there openers or like a lot of artists?
I fucking recruited like 6 performers out the city. I recruited like 6 or 7 performers out the city. Yeah, I was like, I saw it get done, and I know how it's done, and it's like, okay, the venue was like, oh, we ain't tripping, you feel me? It's all good, because it brings them business or whatever. And then we were like, because we already have our own equipment, and then even if we didn't have our own equipment, we would just have the DJ come through, and then just have it, going on right there. It was a wing spot. / like there was there's a cool little area right there, to DJ and lounge.
Did you guys do like ticket sales or anything like that? Like
all free. Everybody got up in there for free. It was come through and buy some fucking wings and support the team.
Oh, that's what's up.
I mean, so it's hella motherfuckers up in there. Like, it was cool. It was like for my first shit, it was cool. It was packed out, and it was probably how much you think say, babe? Like 50, 60 people.
That's what's up, though. That was a good little turn.
Maybe even more, you know, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
and then like, and I even had a photographer that came and snapped pics
And
the whole time. He snapped pics the whole time, so that's why I have it on my Instagram. You know, snap pics.
Yeah.
And then yeah, me and my boy Sammy, we were, you know, it's our shit presenting Rap Dojo, presenting, you know, Out This World anniversary, and we had a bunch of local artists, you know, performing in front of us, and yeah, it was cool. It was like hella. It was not janky, but it was like, I fucking got these speakers from my mom's husband, and then, you know, hit up this one dude that I know on Instagram, like, can you DJ? And he was like, yeah, I can DJ. I was like, oh, I was like,
like, bring him through there, let's go.
And I was like, I just need somebody that could just play these songs.
I know.
You know, and then he actually came through with little turntables and shit. It was cool. It wasn't nothing, cause like some other DJs, you know, they'd be like, oh, you want me to come through my equipment? That's $500.
Yeah.
You know, like hella shit.
Yeah.
Like hella shit. My nigga came with like little ass shit, but it was just
It
enough.
was still slapping.
Just enough to get to make a cool show.
Then he had like the big speakers,
you know,
too?
and then one of the big ass JBLs, two big ass, and then one of the JBL speakers blew out halfway through the show.
Wow.
And we was like performing on like one mic. It was just janky, but you know, we made it happen. We, you know, fucking greased up the cords and fucking, you know, put them in, you know, tried different shit, you know, turn some knobs, try to get to work, and then, you know, we had a successful show though. It was just like, we're never gonna forget that, how we were like hella young and still trying to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying.
I want to see, again, my bad, we'll cut this for a minute. Can you check where we're at right now? We're
at 105.
105. Can you hit the pause button on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pause button.